Imagine stepping into a war-torn city where you're humanity's last hope, not just as a soldier, but as something more, a walking weapon, enhanced by the Nanosuit 2.0, allowing you to disappear, absorb bullets, and turn raw strength into a tool of destruction. That's the power of Crysis 2 Remastered. Originally released in 2011, the remastered version updates the game with improved visuals, performance enhancements, and all the action that made it stand out in the first place. You can grab the PC version for just €5.50 on Instant Gaming, link in the description. The lowest recorded Steam sale was €13.49. In Crysis 2 Remastered, you take on the role of Alcatraz, a Marine who barely survives an attack on his unit. He's saved by Prophet, a returning character from the first game, who transfers the Nanosuit 2.0 onto him before mysteriously disappearing. Now, you're not just fighting Ceph alien invaders, but also Cell, a private military organization that sees you as a threat. Unlike the first game's open island setting, this time the fight takes place in New York City, now a crumbling battlefield filled with collapsing skyscrapers and alien corruption. One of the biggest changes in Crysis 2 Remastered is how the Nanosuit works. Unlike Crysis 1, which originally required you to select powers from a menu, both remasters now have armor and cloak mapped to separate buttons, making the suit more intuitive to use. Speed and strength are now passive abilities, activating automatically when sprinting or meleeing. The result is a faster, smoother combat system, where switching between defense, offense, and stealth is much easier. This game is way more linear and less open than Crysis 1. It still has vertical level design, giving you some freedom in how you approach fights, like taking the high ground or flanking enemies, but it's nowhere near as open-ended as before. Instead of a large island where you move between objectives, Crysis 2 pushes you from action to action with no downtime. It feels more like a Call of Duty-style game, but with superpowers. What you lose in freedom, you gain in fluidity. Combat is non-stop, with no long stretches of travel between missions. The game keeps you in constant action, and the suit's abilities make every fight feel fast-paced. The Ceph enemies are more aggressive than human soldiers, using alien tech to flank, jump across buildings, or rush you down, making battles feel more intense. Visually, Crysis 2 Remastered features updated textures, improved lighting, and support for ray tracing, making New York's ruined skyline look more impressive than ever. It also runs very smoothly, even hitting 60 frames per second on the Steam Deck. The game is available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. It reaches 60 frames per second on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, while the Switch version runs at 30 frames per second. Just like in Crysis 1, the AI remains the biggest issue. Enemies sometimes react too slowly or get stuck, which can break immersion. In the end, Crysis 2 Remastered is a very different game from its predecessor. It lacks the freedom and destructibility that made Crysis 1 special, but in exchange, you get a much smoother experience, more structured combat, and non-stop action. If you prefer tight cinematic shooting with superpowers over open-ended sandbox gameplay, this one is worth checking out. Personally, I liked this one more. I appreciated the freedom in Crysis 1, but the higher amount of downtime, combined with the fact that it just feels less smooth, made Crysis 2 a nicer experience for me. Have you played Crysis 2 Remastered? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'll be covering Crysis 3 Remastered next, so like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Regardless, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.